T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now we're going to be taking a look at G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Tele-Viper and Cobra Flight Pod, which is also known as the Trouble Bubble. Here is this artwork right here, main character artwork right there for one of the Tele-Vipers. It's number 79. You can scan that QR code. Back here we can see that he is 6.3 inches or 161 millimeters, and here is everything that should come with this figure. Unlike some of the other G.I. Joe vehicle sets, this guy comes with a lot of stuff. First off, guaranteeing you're going to want to army build these things, they give you 3 head sculpts. One being a completely enclosed mask face right here. I guess this would be what he would be wearing while he's flying this, or what one of the pilots would be wearing while they're wearing this. Having the visor, or maybe when they're like need to be flying at night and whatnot, so that would be good. Take note that they have purple accents right there, because this guy is mostly blue, black, and purple. Back of the straps, they have straps on the back of the head right there. I guess this is a whole separate head setup, because these two faces do not have that. Even though it seems like a simple race swap right here, the face seems to be different. Like, take note that the mouths are snarling on different sides. You still have the purple accents and the strap going around the top of the head, but you don't have all this on the back. So, yeah. It's cool that they give you these options. And, yeah, in the cartoon, I think mostly everybody was white, but it's cool having options. And to just finish things off with the Viper himself, he does come with this backpack right here, or back gear, which does have the purple accents. And it's cool that it has, like, controls on the back, so if he needs to take this off and boop, 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 command something, that's cool. You also get this hose that plugs into the bottom of here. And then it can plug into the bottom of this gun right here, which looks like this. And it does have a weapon effect port right there. Using the peg that's on the side of here, we can put it through the trigger loop and have it hanging, or have it suspended like that. It doesn't seem to be able to be ported the other way because this piece of deco gets in the way. This doesn't connect to the Trouble Bubble in any way that I know of. They don't put any instructions with their action figures. I hate that. But I'm pretty sure that this is something that was on one of the episodes. It looks like a weapon of mass destruction. Let's see if I can zoom in and see what this says right there. Highly explosive, handle with care, do not remove latch release. Which you can actually do. And I guess G.I. Joe would have to take that off and see if they can disarm this. So that's what they would need tripwire for, and he should be coming out soon. But yeah, it's not any real grips for the Tele-Viper to hold this, and it looks like there should be like string or something so this can be held while he's flying or something, but they didn't provide that. And now I'm going to just go straight into the Tele-Viper before getting into the Trouble Bubble to just get him out of the way. And I don't want that to sound bad, because this is one of the few cases where I actually like the individual figure outside of the main attraction right there, which would be the Trouble Bubble. Like, this vest, awesome. I like the deco. This watch right here, actually an optional removable piece. This control panel or communication device right there, actually removable. This belt is movable, as you're used to, but yeah, I don't know if these pants came from another figure. You can see that the knee pads are slightly lighter, or a different shade more shiny than the rest of the pants. I guess to show you that they're armored up. And I like the boots. One cool thing, or let's get into the articulation. The neck actually moves freely. So many of these I've gotten recently where the neck is stiff, but his neck actually is good at looking up and down. Left and right, besides the dumbbell at the top, not so much. But definitely that forward and backwards. You don't get that with a lot of the figures that I've been getting recently. You do have this cutout right there. You don't see that often with the classified series. But the arm can go up, and you do get good butterfly, bicep swivel, pinless double elbows, and the wrist both hinge in and out and rotate. You do have an ab crunch under there that's not hindered by this vest. I love it. Of course, you get the rotation and the ball at the waist. Drop down hips. Legs can kick up more than 90 because of those hips. Go back. They can kick out to the side, usually all of them. Swivel. This knee right here was fused at the bottom. I had to like grab and force it. And you can see where it's separated because it was like kind of almost glued together. But this swivels. Go back. Come forward. And this is very freaking tight. And ankle pivot. And of course you get holes in the bottom of the feet. Here's what he looks like with this backpack on and the gun mounted. Now, one thing I didn't mention, these arms, I'm not sure if they've already been used, but you could tell if they haven't already, they're gonna be reused. Because this is definitely a non-armored up arm. They could easily paint that flesh tone and it would look normal. And if you're blessed like me and have the Valkyrie set, you can attach things like this to the gun. Or if you have that Cobra Viper 3-pack. And here he is delicately handling this device. Here's this comparison right here. And now let's get to the treble bubble. Alright, the Flight Pod itself is crazy detailed. Not only does it have a lot of detail, but it has a lot of deco. You have that. You have this back here, which could double as some type of stand ports. Got this, the bottom. That kind of looks painted, to be honest. All of this detail under there looks painted. Interior right here. You have controls that are painted and other dials and gizmos and whatnot. You got this actual strap. That's what the seat looks like. And you have this up here. This actually does rotate. There is detail right there, like radar and whatnot. They have this detail up here too. Worst thing about this figure, or this vehicle, I should say, is this. Like, they do have hollowness right there. Everywhere else seems to be completely filled in and gives you a nice solid feel, but that is kind of janky looking. I mean, you don't see it while the figure's in there, so I guess that's where they decided they could cut some corners, but there you are. This has a cannon right here. None of it picked out in any type of paint. It can port in or port onto this ball joint, which I will note that when I did that, stress mark right there, and kind of was on the other side as well. Then you have these ports right there. You take these wing things, plug it in this way, And now these missiles right here. No deco on these. They port with the bigger port right there. It goes into the back. Same thing on the other side. And then you have the thrusters. I said this can act like a stand port, but this needs to go there. So I guess if you wanted to use it as a stand port, you have to take this off. But a lot of deco on this. A lot of deco. And this right here does move. That thin piece of plastic holds them together. Breaking the fourth wall. Every transformer I grabbed for this had something obstructing their back port, except this one. But I wanted to show that it's 5mm pegs, so you can do stuff like this if you wanted to. But what you're supposed to do is connect this there, and now here it is, fully freaking assembled. Let me cut the lights up a little bit. I hate filming light things because it washes out the details, but it makes the black details disappear. But anywho, here it is, fully set up. You can open this up all the way, and of course move that down so you can get the Viper or wherever you want to sit in there. Self-explanatory. Get him in a seated position, put the front strap over his crotch and bring this over his shoulder, and you might want to lift the arms up for now. But getting this pegged together, soft plastic, it is very difficult, to be honest. I had to like twist it, like get them lined up and twist it to the side, it seemed, and push it through before I could do it. And because I'm on camera, yeah. But I got it through. Now it's through. And of course you just put his hands. I like to put this behind the trigger finger, which actually works. So that's great. And the other fingers can be actually holding the handle. So that's cool. Bring this down. There are two pegs. Boom. They fit snug and secure enough. And now he can fly. The most disappointing thing with this whole set, no flight stand, and there's like nowhere to really board anything. Like I said, there's no instructions. I mean, these, I guess, are flight stand size. Let me see. Nope, I couldn't get this into there. But this end, I could plug into this hole and not in this one. So this would be the smaller, more 5mm port size. But you have to remove this to do that. So buy your own stand. There are those stands out there with the 3 little hands. I'm not sure if I have that in on my Amazon store. If not, I'll try to find one and put it in there. Link in the description to my Amazon. But I'm just noticing detail like this is right here, but it's not the same on this side. There's like a little honeycomb effect in there, which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get on film. There we go. If I lighten things all the way up, you can see it. Here's one of the Fortnite gliders. Comparison next to that. This is like way bigger than a glider. These gliders retailed for as much as a figure. They were same price, $24.99, and they came with a stand. I was hoping there was some type of port where I could actually use this stand. But no, they didn't want to do that. Here's a comparison with the Ram. The Ram is ultimately bigger. It has less going on besides steering and this gun turret on the side. And lastly, the coil. The coil is bigger than the Ram cycle. And way more interesting, to be honest. But, yeah. There you go. That's the last comparison I'm going to show. This is cool. Like I said, it makes you want a troop build, but it's not cheap, unfortunately. Like, their first bike sets were like $39.99, but after price jumps, they definitely went up to like $49.99. I think Duke and the Ram cycle stayed cheap at Target. It was like $42.99 or $41.99. But this thing, I believe, just straight up retails for $54.99. So, sheesh, $15 more. And it's a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. If you don't have a Hasbro Pulse membership, you have to pay for shipping, which is typically close to $10, if not $10 every time, because of tax. So, sheesh. Make sure if you do plan on troop building, or if you want more than one and you're not a member, buy more than one at once. I didn't do that. But anywho, I like this whole set, and I definitely even just like the Tele-Viper and his accessories by himself. Thank you for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. And now I'm going to just go straight into the Tele-Viper before I get into the trouble bubble to just get him out of the way. And I don't want that to sound.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos.
Click the shit. Go ahead and click the shit. If you did, you would like it. Really click the shit. Now I'm freaking gone.